So, you want to learn how to grow on YouTube? Well, you've come to the right place. I'm gonna show you how to make the algorithm your bitch. Cause you know, you can make her work for you. You just gotta know what she likes. You just gotta find the G-spot. No. Today, I'm gonna be talking about how I got my first 1,000 subscribers / how to start YouTube, how to grow your audience. I first off just want to preface that obviously I'm not a big YouTuber, so this is just like how to grow as a beginner, because I am a beginner. I thought I could add something a little different to these kinds of videos because there's a lot of them on this website, but a lot of them say the same thing over and over again. I'm still going to be mentioning some things that other people have said because there are certain tips that are just like straight up what you gotta do to grow on YouTube. I'm going to talk about before starting, actually starting, and how to grow your audience. Before starting, you gotta ask the who, what, when, where, and why. Who's your audience, first of all? That's very important. You may think it looks obvious, but it's good to know, like, okay, who's gonna be watching my videos? Who do I want to watch my videos? What kind of audience do I want to attract? Knowing who your audience is will definitely guide you and what kind of content you want to make and what kind of message you want to put into your videos. What videos are gonna make? What kind of genre? What style? Aesthetic? I think people get lost on this a lot for some reason. When I started my channel, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Like, I was just thinking a lot and I didn't really have a lot of people to talk to, so I just started talking in front of my camera and I was like, I should make more of this. Don't think too hard about what you want to do, just make what you like. When? Now. Do it now. Like, literally after you finish this video or whatever, just pick up your camera or your phone and just film a video. You don't have to post it. Like, you could literally just make it for you, see if you like it. The beauty about recording things is that you can do it over and over again. So try to get used to talking in front of a camera because it's definitely weird at first. Why are you starting your channel? People actually ask me pretty often, why did you decide to make YouTube videos? And it's kind of what I said earlier. I was doing a lot of thinking and I wanted to share my thoughts with people and see what they thought. You just have to know why you're starting YouTube and everything will fall into place. I think we should always be intentional with the decisions we make, especially when coming to decisions like this, because YouTube could potentially change your life. Like, you never know. Understand why you're doing it and why people should see it. Why should people watch your videos? And that is the risky part of starting, is like, I don't know if people are gonna resonate with this. I don't know if people are gonna like it. And you just gotta do it and find out. If you know where you're going, you're gonna get there a lot quicker, because if you don't know where you're going, you're just wandering around. Eventually you'll get to a destination, but having a clear sight in mind never hurts. Another step for when you're just starting is to write down every idea you have. Most of them aren't gonna be great, but just write it down and kind of let your brain process through your thoughts and ideas. I honestly feel like if you're starting a YouTube channel, you are in the best place when it comes to thinking of new ideas because you haven't done anything yet. So there is so much that you can explore without it being redundant. For me, at least, coming up with ideas isn't hard because a lot of these ideas I have come from conversations I have in real life or things that I see on the internet. When I know I should make a video about it is when I feel like I can add something unique to the conversation. Like, I'm not just gonna repeat the same thing the other person said. If they've said it all, then it's like, okay, well, they've done it. But you can always put your own unique spin on it if you feel like you have something to contribute. And my last tip for just getting started is to not overthink it. I feel like this is the step that gets people the most. It's not the equipment or the ideas. It's literally because of other people. They're afraid that other people are going to think it's weird, no one's going to watch their videos. And even though we all know that YouTube is like a lucrative career path now, if you start a YouTube channel, people are going to think it's cringy, or so you think. I don't think anyone really found my videos cringy, honestly. Like, obviously they weren't perfect, but I don't think anyone was like,
oh, look at this girl, she thinks she can start a YouTube channel, like, this is so dumb.
And if they did, I don't know about it. At the end of the day, you had the courage to actually pick up that camera and post something online and put yourself out there like that. So many people consider starting a YouTube channel or want to start a YouTube channel, but they just never do it. So why don't you set yourself apart from those people and just try. Just go for it. Who cares? I'm literally not breathing. Why am I not breathing? I think I'm talking way too fast. Let me like relax for a second. Oh my god, for the love of God, do not be like, oh, I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start making videos every single week. Subscribe to my channel even though there's no videos on it, and you know, I'm gonna do YouTube, I swear to God. Like, no, just start. You don't have to tell anybody. And oh my god, don't do the hey guys, it's me. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Nobody cares. Okay, now let's get into actually starting. Alright, so you've decided, you know what? I'm gonna pussy up and make this damn YouTube channel. Congratulations, you're doing things that some people never could. When you're starting out on YouTube, your videos are not going to be perfect. You have to just go through the drudgery of making videos for the first time. Just be patient with yourself. Don't be afraid to Google stuff. That's how I learned everything about YouTube, is just searching things and watching other YouTube videos about making YouTube videos. Making quality content doesn't mean having the best camera and the best mic and the best lighting. Quality content is truly about the content of the video, what you're saying, what you're putting out into the world. Make sure that there's substance to what you're doing. Ideally, you want to set yourself up for success. You want to lay a solid foundation down so when people find your channel and you're like 20 videos in, they have a catalog to look through. All right, so you're probably wondering, okay, how the do I make quality content? Well, I'm about to tell you. Relax. Oh my god. You gotta make content that people want to see. Make content that you would actually click on. Because after all, you're gonna have to watch it anyway when you edit, so you might as well enjoy it, right? Make videos about things that are interesting to people right now. Make videos that you know people will search for. And make sure you also enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy the content you're making, then it'll definitely show, and you're not gonna wanna make videos, especially starting out, because you're not gonna get a lot of views, you're not gonna be making any money, so you might as well just do what is fun. If YouTube isn't fun for you, then it's not for you. If you make engaging videos, people will interact with it. If you're not telling a story in your videos, then no one's gonna feel connected to it. So you want people to feel connected to your content, because that's when people comment and they like and they try to talk to you about what you're doing and show genuine interest. Okay, now we're gonna get into equipment and editing software and stuff. If you're starting off and you have Apple products, congratulations, your life is very easy. Just record with your phone. Record on like the back camera though, don't record on the front because the quality isn't as good. iMovie is free on Apple products. You can also edit on your phone or on your iPad if you don't have a laptop. So you've imported all your footage to iMovie and you're like, all right, what do I do? You're going to realize that editing takes a very long time and it's kind of a pain in the ass. I actually like editing for the most part. It's like a video game, and I think that's the way you have to think about it. It can be very tedious after a while, but my biggest editing tips are to cut out the ums, the long pauses, or anything that's not relevant to the video. Okay.
Well, let's get into it.
Ugh, I hated that. How do I make quality content? Oh my god, why? Because you want to keep things moving and develop a pace for your videos, because people get bored very easily. And there are some tricks that you can do to make your videos more exciting, like adding pictures and overlays, memes, adding music. I get all my music from Thematic. It's a free website for finding copyright-free music. Once you've mastered iMovie and all that, you should move on to Final Cut Pro if you want to. I love Final Cut Pro. Seriously, it's so much better than iMovie. If you're not doing anything fancy, then iMovie is perfectly fine, but if you want to get more creative with it and just expand your editing abilities, I totally recommend Final Cut Pro, because iMovie is really limiting. I've literally found every workaround for iMovie because I used it so much for so long. I bought the one that's $200 with all the apps because I didn't want to pay $300 just for Final Cut Pro, so you should do that. You don't have to download them all on your computer if you don't want to. Don't forget to watch your video from start to finish. It's gonna be painful at first, I know. You're gonna be like,
oh my god, my voice is so annoying. Why do I look like that? Is that really what I talk like?
Yes, that's what people see when they talk to you. Yes, you do look that bad. No, I'm just kidding. You're just gonna have to get through it. I know it's hard, but you'll survive. Some tips for titles and thumbnails, because this is honestly the most important part of your channel. You want to make sure your titles are like catchy. you know, like something snappy, something straight to the point. My titles, I feel like, are pretty straight to the point. It's okay to be white, or you only like me because I'm pretty, or why I'm conceited. You want your titles to catch people's attention. It's like clickbait, but like not clickbait because I'm actually talking about what I'm saying in the title. And I think that's why my impressions are pretty good, because my thumbnails are good and because my titles are good. I would say the thumbnail is a little more important just because people look at that first. Make a video that doesn't look crusty on the outside. Yeah, your video can be like perfect and beautiful and like full of substance, but if your thumbnail is trash, nobody's gonna click on that. First impressions are everything, and thumbnails are the first impression of your channel. The visuals are everything. I mean, this is a visual platform, so, you know, makes sense. Hi, Editing Madison here. I just wanted to pop in really quick and give a brief overview of my thumbnails because I think they've improved a lot since I started. They weren't bad to begin with, but as I've continued to make videos, you can see that they've gotten a lot more cohesive. Like around here shows the style of my videos and it shows off my personality. I like a lot of color. I use a lot of red and purple, blue because of my room and just because I feel like those colors represent me the most. So make thumbnails that reflect the quality of your video and vibe that you bring to your content. There have been times when I've looked at somebody's thumbnail first and just clicked on it without even reading the title. So that's why you want to put text in your thumbnail, because people are going to read that first probably. And just keep it simple. You don't have to go all out for thumbnails, honestly. You just want your thumbnails to be easy to read and eye-catching. Look at your thumbnails and think, would I click on this? Does this look like it fits in with other channels on YouTube? And by that, I mean, does it look like professional, you know? Because if your thumbnail just looks really dark and like pixelated and just all around trash, then people are gonna be like, oh, well, if the thumbnail's trash, the video's probably trash. Make sure you're sharing your content on other platforms because those are gonna be your first viewers. If you post your video on Instagram, then people who follow you are gonna be like, oh, she has a YouTube video or he has a YouTube video. Let me see what they're doing, just out of curiosity. And that'll drive the first few tens or hundreds of views to your channel. If you're not showing other people your videos, then no one's gonna watch it. If you're too embarrassed to share your content with other people that already follow you, then why should anyone who's never met you before watch your videos? Make videos that you're proud of. So then you don't have to worry if people are gonna cringe at your content because it's just not cringy. Just give them no choice but to subscribe, you know what I mean? When you're first starting out, you're gonna wanna copy other YouTubers because you don't really know how to do the YouTube thing, which is totally normal. Once you get comfortable making videos and being on camera, you want to take note of the things that make you unique, that make you stand out, because as they all say, YouTube is super saturated. Just try to add something a little different. Like, you can make videos similar to other people's in terms of like topic or genre, obviously, but you should be bringing something to the table, something that you haven't exactly seen before. And it's honestly not that hard to do that because you as an individual can just pull from yourself. You don't have to try to find it. It's already in you. You know what I mean? Okay, now let's get on to how to grow your audience, how to get to that first 100 subscribers milestone, 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. Now, a lot of people describe their relationship with the algorithm like a toxic relationship. It's just up and down. You never know what's going to happen next. You're doing everything to please it. You gotta know the rules to play the game. You know what I'm saying? So the algorithm loves click-through rate, watch time, engagement. Watch time is basically how long people are watching your videos. And so if the algorithm sees that your videos are being watched all the way through or most of the way through, then it'll recommend your videos. But if people are clicking out like 2 minutes into the video, your videos are not going to be recommended. They say you want your watch time to be like 50%. So basically people are watching your video halfway through at the very least. It obviously is going to vary with each video. Not every video is going to be a banger, but you'll figure it out. Click-through rate is when people click on your videos. So you get these things called impressions, and basically that's when someone sees your video, like they're scrolling through, they see your thumbnail. Those are impressions. And then the click-through rate is when people actually click on the video. I forget what my click-through rate looks like, but I'll probably put mine on the screen. A good indicator that the algorithm is recommending your videos and your channel is growing is if your subscribed to not subscribed ratio is good. So if most of the people watching your videos are not subscribed, that's actually a good sign, because it means that new people are seeing your videos. I'm pretty sure mine is like 80% or something. So at first I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, why aren't people subscribing to my channel? But it just means that more people are seeing my channel. I think views are more important than subscriber count. I'm sure you've seen those channels where they have a ton of subscribers but their views are really low, and nobody wants that. I'd rather have more views and more engagement for my subscriber count than the opposite. That being said, like, subscribe to my channel. What are you doing? Engagement is basically when people like, comment, share your video, etc. If you're making engaging content, people will want to engage with it. So they'll comment their thoughts, they'll like the video, they'll share it. I'm very proud of the engagement that I get on my videos, because not only are people watching them, but they're leaving like really meaningful, sometimes paragraph long comments, and I love reading them. And that just shows me that people actually are intrigued with what I'm saying. And you don't have to ask people like and subscribe and comment. Like, you can, but I just find it annoying, and I don't think it actually does anything. At least as a viewer, I'm not like, oh yeah, like this person told me to like, so I'm gonna like. If people like your videos, they'll like it. If they want to subscribe, they'll subscribe. And make sure you're engaging with your audience, you know, respond to comments, like comments, actually talk to them, because if people see that you respond to comments, they'll be more inclined to comment, because I know that you'll actually respond. People really like that stuff, and it means a lot because it shows that you actually care. And I'm pretty sure the algorithm likes it when you engage with your audience. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. What matters is your impact. If you're actually influencing people and contributing something to people's lives, you know, you want to make a difference with your channel, I would hope. Don't get too carried away with analytics. If you're just starting, it's really not going to be like too sexy. They make it really addicting, and it's hard to not just constantly refresh and like see how your videos are performing, but don't get too wrapped up in it, because then it's not fun anymore. Not every video is going to be performing 1 out of 10. How can you be expected to outdo yourself every week? Like, it's just not going to happen. You're competing with yourself, but go easier on yourself at the same time. Like, this is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful, you know? You gotta be consistent. You gotta upload weekly at the very least. The algorithm really likes consistency, and so will your audience. If people see that you upload on a consistent weekly basis, then they'll be more likely to subscribe, because they know like, oh, this person is actively making content. If you go to someone's channel and the last time they uploaded was like 2 months ago, you're definitely gonna not be as inclined to subscribe, because that person isn't consistent. And even better if you upload on the same day. I'm trying to do that because they say that the algorithm likes that, but I wouldn't worry about that in the beginning. At least for me, it's been okay. So another great tip for growing your channel, which I think is so underrated, is commenting on other people's videos. When you comment on people's videos, then they'll actually see your channel, and that's just more exposure for your videos. Because if you have a good thumbnail, people will click on your channel just out of curiosity, because hey, you might actually have videos, and it's like, oh wait, she has videos, amazing. Make sure you're commenting something of substance. Don't be like sub for sub, or hey guys, if you're reading this, I would love it if you could check out my channel. So many people have been like, oh, I saw your comment on this video and then I clicked on it, I'm so glad I found your channel. And that's a great way to grow the audience that you want, because if your videos are similar to the videos that you're commenting on, then most likely the people clicking on your channel will also like your videos. So, oh, and utilize tags. That'll definitely help your videos become easier to find. If people search a certain topic, if you have tags in your videos, it's more likely for it to rank in search. Write down your goals. It's always good to keep track of where you're going, where you want to be, because you can also look back on it and be like, oh, I hit that goal on time, or I hit it earlier than I thought, or that took longer than I thought. When you write down your goals and you're really thinking about it, you're more likely to make it happen for yourself. My goal when I started my channel was to hit 1K in like springtime, so I definitely was ahead of schedule with that. Same with monetization. This video is monetized, if you didn't notice. Hey! Yes, we got monetized, and I thought it was gonna take another month to get monetized, and it came way sooner than I thought. So whatever you do, do not get in the habit of comparing yourself to other channels. too much. Comparison can actually be helpful in some ways, but it can get really unhealthy really fast. I think it's really good to look at people who are doing just a little bit better than you to see what they're doing right, what you can learn from that, what you do differently. So it's important to like take inspiration and to learn from other people, but remember that you're on your own path and your growth story isn't going to be the same as another person's, because you never know when your moment is going to come. Sometimes it can be helpful to see how people's videos are performing if they have the same amount of subscribers or more, because then you can see what's normal for channels of your size. Because there are some people who have a few thousand more subscribers than I do, but their engagement isn't as good or they don't get as many views. If you've been making videos for a few months, like a year maybe, not that I can talk because I haven't even been making videos for a year, but if you realize, you know, this just isn't working for me, then it's okay to stop. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. What can I say? Some people got it, some people don't. Now, I think anyone can be a YouTuber. Like, literally anyone could record a video of themselves, post it on YouTube. Anyone can make content, but not everyone is good at making content. Everyone says that YouTube is an oversaturated platform, that it's super hard to grow on it, and it's not even worth it. Don't even try because nobody's gonna watch your stupid videos. I do not agree with this. Yes, YouTube is very oversaturated. More and more people are coming onto the platform and trying to be the next big YouTube star, but that doesn't mean that there isn't space for you. More and more people are watching YouTube, so there's a demand for creators. People want to find new videos. People are always looking for new content, so people say it's hard to grow on YouTube, and yeah, you know, it does take work, but it's been way easier for me to grow here on YouTube than on Instagram. Like, Instagram is the worst app to try and grow on. So it's definitely possible to grow on YouTube. Like, you just gotta be focused and make good content, and people will find you. And it'll start to snowball once you get to those bigger milestones. It took me months to get to 1,000 subscribers, but now I'm almost at 3,000. So if you're making YouTube videos, if you started, like, just give yourself some credit because you've done what so many people don't have the guts to do. If you can actually grow and be successful, that's even better because that means you got something. You've got something that people want to be a part of, and that's really cool. I'm so happy that I started making videos. It's made my life so much better, and I can't wait to see where this channel goes. I hope this helped you, encouraged you, inspired you in some way. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you want to see next. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.